Welcome Street Rats to Night City. I'm the one and only Moxie 11, bringing you slightly biased news footage from the fourth wall. When we left off, Gojira had successfully intercepted Rory before losing him in the crowd in the Star Mall, while knowing Blue wants him dead for the attempt on his life. As Cass continues to search the mall for Rory, he notices a tiger claw with scale glow tattoos on his neck that disappear down his body under his clothing. The man also appears to have serpentine cyber eyes, along with a gold cyber arm that almost matches the bright yellow suit he wears. Scales, as I've decided to call him, appears to be watching the crowd from the catwalk above, and as Cass stares, the yellow suit changes to a dull brown to blend in with the building. He starts moving. Our Solo decides to track Scales, yet as he moves to the second floor, he loses sight of him as well. Wraith opens a group call to get an update, after which we call Jamalia to see if she can call Rory to get him out of the mall. With it just being Wraith and I for the moment, I ask him why he didn't have my back when we were talking to Blue, and he explains his reasoning was that he didn't want to lose Blue as an asset and could see they were losing ground. I'm less than impressed as I try to figure out what to do, asking Wraith to call Jamalia to see how Rory got to the mall, so maybe we can meet up with him at a bus stop if he doesn't have his own vehicle. Jamalia explains she got a hold of Rory and he's being chased down the 16. As we make our way to our vehicles, I text the Eyes to tell him his asset is safe and ask if there's anything he can do to protect mine. Cass and Ray take the motorcycle, while Cammy and I drive in the Galena, while Chase leads us through tough roads and unkept buildings, but we are shortly able to catch him in the traffic at the tail end of rush hour. Fortunately, the man in the now brown suit is there along with several other Tiger Claw members, all on motorcycles. A firefight breaks out on the road. Cammy hacks into one of the bikes, causing it to seize. Cass gets shot, Rory gets shot, but with all the vehicles moving about, Rory is able to escape on a nearby off-ramp, with Cammy and I following. Wraith tries to ram another bike, and he and Cass end up closely entangled with the Tiger Claw duo on the highway. Unfortunately, at the end of the entanglement, while both Tiger Claws are dealt with, Wraith is tossed from the motorcycle, losing his pistol, cracking his ribs, amongst other injuries, as he skids along the road. Upon seeing red and blue lights, Cass leaves Wraith and drives casually down the road until he can pull over. Wraith attempts to call an ambulance as he bleeds out. Meanwhile, at a Choo-Choo station near Culprit Park, I lose Rory and ask Cammy to contact the boys to get a hold of Jamalia to see if she can find out where he is. This whole not having an agent doing missions is incredibly inconvenient. Wraith is picked up by the NCPD. Officers Mendes and McKinley stabilize him and end up sending him on his way once they're back in Watson. Wraith decides to walk to the hovel, and after giving some time, Cass goes back for Wraith only to find him missing from the highway. Cass decides to head to Pons to get patched up, and Pons mentioned that he betrayed Rory once upon a time and doubts Rory would accept help from him. Meanwhile, Cammy and I head over to Rory's clinic after hearing back from Jamalia. Our asset is being patched up by his girlfriend and says his dad is a backstabber, offering me a deal to help him instead. I pretend to consider it and take out the syringe of sedative I had on me, stabbing into Rory and knocking him out. To watch the story unfold live, tune into Saves vs Death every Saturday at 10 PM Eastern at twitch.tv/Saves vs Death. If you can't watch live, be sure to subscribe to the Saves vs Death channel on YouTube so you can watch it as soon as the recording is released. Or you can always download it as a podcast. Stay safe, Cyberpunks. This has been your Night City recap with Moxie 11.